Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. So right now, Beautyhabit has their friends and family sale going on, and they carry some of the brands that you can't necessarily find on a site like Sephora, such as Chantecaille. So the Chantecaille Fall 2019 collection was one that I really enjoyed, and it is currently available on Beautyhabit if you are interested in purchasing any of those items. I'm not sure whether they are limited edition or not. I've heard that the shades will become part of the permanent collection, but I've also heard that they are limited edition. So I haven't gotten a confirmation either way. Each of the shades, there are 6 shades, and each one is representing a different endangered species. And there are 6 foundations that support these species. And with the purchase of each one of the luminescent eye shades, Chantecaille is donating some money to the foundations. So I have 4 of the 6 shades, and these retail for $52. So if you're interested in them, the 20% off from Beautyhabit is definitely a good thing to look into. So again, right now they have, I'm not sure if they have all of the shades, but they at least have the majority of them. Whereas on the Chantecaille website, some of the other store websites, some of them are not currently in stock, but they've been coming and going all fall. So the Cheetah shade is a warm champagne. I'll swatch these on my hand. You can see that there's a nice leaf imprint on the shadow. You can see here, this is what the champagne looks like. So we'll just go this way. So here is Cheetah. And I actually really like these shadows for a one and done. So today I'm actually wearing the shadows. I actually have 3 of them on. I have a little bit of the Cheetah just in the inner corner and a little bit under the eye. And then I have Pangolin, which is a dusky lilac, on the inner corner section, like right here. And then I have Rhinoceros on the rest of the lid. So Pangolin, again, it's considered a dusky lilac. I think it's fairly neutral lilac color though, because it does have a bit of, these are all shimmer. You can see that there's purple shimmer in there, but it's got a brown undertone, which makes it very wearable, I think. Okay, so again, that was Pangolin and Cheetah. Elephant is the shimmering taupe gray. And this is my favorite out of all of the shadows. So here we go. Okay, and you can see it's got a picture of an elephant on there. Elephants are my favorite animal, so I'm very partial to them. So I knew I had to get this color. Okay, and here is elephant on my finger. And here it is on my hand. And although these shades are all very shimmery, if you put them on with, a light hand, they're still very wearable during the day. You can build them up to make them more sparkly, more shiny. All right, and the other color I have on my lid here is Rhinoceros. And Rhinoceros, they actually call it a sophisticated olive, but it's really not that green. Not really that olive tone to me. So there is a hint of olive in it, but I still think it's much more of a grayish taupey color with a little bit of olive in it. So I wouldn't really consider it an olive shade. There is multicolored sparkle in this. So you can actually see, whereas the other shades kind of stay with more of a monochromatic glitter in there, Rhinoceros is multicolor. Okay, and again, that's the one I have here on this outer portion of my lid. Again, I could build it up more. I can make it dark, much more sparkly if I wanted to. If you use a primer with these, they definitely can become, a bit more impactful. And if you use them wet, they are something that you could definitely use wet. And you can see I get a little bit of glitter, micro glitter that does fall out a little bit, but overall, not too much. All right, and then see here, that was it for my 4 shades. There are 2 more shades that I did not purchase. They were too warm for me. So there's Lion, which is a golden copper, and Giraffe, which is a burnished brown. Okay, so again, these are on Beautyhabit if you are interested in purchasing these before they potentially go away. Some of the other Chantecaille products that I really like, actually this lip color is with the same collection. It's a fall 2019 collection, and it is the Lip Veil. The Lip Veil is a lipstick from Chantecaille, and you can see that it's really just a very nice neutral. So it's more of a brownish neutral. And this is in the color Tamboti, not sure which way to say it. But I really like these lip veils. So it's a light lipstick, feels very nice on the lips. It's, you know, fairly sheer, but you can, like this has 2 coats on it. So you can put on 1 sheer coat, or I put on 2 and it's a thicker consistency. It's not going to be one of those heavy cream lipsticks though. So I think these are nice, they're light, they're comfortable, and you know, it's not going to last all day, but I have no problem reapplying something like this. One of my other favorite colors from there, I've got 2 others that I really like. There's Beautyhabit, which is a nice rose. And then Honey Pot, which is more, it's another neutral, but it's more pink. So here, let me put those on my hand, my other hand, and you can see those. So that's Honey Pot. This is just a great everyday neutral. This is Beautyhabit, and you can see how sheer those can be if you want to have a more sheer application. And then Tamboti, much more brown. Okay, so even if I put it next to Honey Pot, which is closer, you can see Tamboti is a much more brown neutral, and Honey Pot is a little bit more pink. So those are some of my favorite lip veils from them. And I also have a few lip chics, which I also really enjoy. And again, these are online at Beautyhabit. You could get the 20% off. So the lip chics are actually a hybrid. They consider it a hybrid between a lipstick and a gloss, but really it just feels like a much lighter lipstick to me. Let's see, I'll put these going the other direction on my hand. So this first one is Amor. And you can see it's a nice rose. And these, the consistency might be like a little stickier than the lip veils. But again, it's very sheer and it's got a nice sheen to it. And I guess that's more of the gloss hybrid in there. So it does stay shiny. These look great on the lips. They're very comfortable to wear as well. I often keep these in my purse and just reapply these throughout the day whenever I'm out. Probably my favorite one is Bourbon Rose, which is obviously a rose color. That one right up here. And this one's very light. So this, obviously it looks a lot darker in the tube than it actually is on the hand. So you can see it's nice light pink. And then the other one that I really like is called Sorry Rose. And this one looks a lot more like Tamboti does, but in the Lip Chic formula. So here is Sorry Rose. Okay, so it's right up here at the top, and you can see got Tamboti here and here. You can see that they are very similar. Sorry Rose is slightly deeper. So if you want a more sheer and glossy formula, you might want to consider the Sorry Rose over the Tamboti. They are pretty similar. I like both of them for different situations. Like I like how the lip veils do get, if you apply a couple coats, you can get it more of that creamier lipstick look versus the shinier gloss look. So those are some of my favorite lip products from them. Other things, I have some of the eye pencils from Chantecaille, and I'm actually wearing one of them right now, I think. Wearing Violet Damask. So I like these eyeliners. They are a nice pencil, you know, and you know, it's one of those like gel pencils. They go on well, but they don't dry down immediately, so you have some time to work with it a little bit, because I like to smudge it in under my eye. But it does dry down, it stays put. I haven't had any issues with it getting really muddy looking or anything. So I have several of these, but my top three are actually the Violet Damask, which is put up here. And you can see that it's a really deep purple. And it's actually more of like a purple with some black or gray mixed in there. So it's really deep. And these do not tug or anything. They just go on so nicely. Another one I really like is Amethyst, which is going to be more of a reddish purple. So this one has more of a brown undertone versus the black undertone of the Violet Damask. And my favorite eyeliner, which is probably my favorite out of all the lines, is actually this Olive Brocade. So I don't know if you can see in here, but this one actually has shimmer in it. So it's an olive green with a little bit of gold shimmer. So I really, really enjoy this one. This is one of my all-time favorite eyeliners, and I use this all the time. Back again, just one quick update. I have literally just washed my hands with soap and water for 2 minutes. And I just wanted to show you, I have scrubbed these eyeliners, and this is how well they stay on. So I used soap, water, scrubbed them with a washcloth, wiped them with a towel, everything. You know, I haven't used makeup remover specifically on them yet, but I wanted to show you how well the eyeliners hold up. So you can see that they are definitely still there. They have, you know, faded a little bit in color, but they haven't smeared. So I just wanted to make sure you see how well those actually work. All right, thanks so much. So these were just some of my favorite Chantecaille products in case you're interested in, you know, purchasing anything from the Beautyhabit sale while it goes on. I'll have the information for the sale down below in the description box. I believe it ends Monday. So I forgot one more thing. Another item from the Fall 2019 collection are the Cheek Gelees. So there were 2 colors already out. I'm trying to think. One of them was called Happy, and I can't think of what the other name was. But they released a new color called Vibrant in the Fall 2019 collection. I have it on my cheeks right now. I only put on a tiny bit. These are super concentrated. So here, I'll put a little bit on here, and it's a nice cheek gel, and you can see how deep that is when you actually put that on. And I'll just apply a little bit just so you can see. But I just put a tiny, tiny dab on my finger, and I like to kind of just tap these in, and you really don't need much. And it stays kind of spreadable for a little bit of time so that you can work with it. It doesn't like dry down. You won't just see like dots on your cheek. So I like the way that these blend. And I really like this. I actually don't have any of the other cheek gelees. This is the only one I have. But I really like it, and it has made me want to purchase the other color, Happy. And there was a third color. That one didn't really interest me. The Happy is more of a peachy color, which I thought would be great for the summer. So I do plan on purchasing that, but since I probably won't wear it too much during the winter, I think I'll wait until summer. You can see that gives you just a nice pink flush. So I really like that. You really only need a tiny bit. So this tube will last you forever. So this is 23 milliliters or 0.8 ounces. And again, I have so much left on my hand. So that's actually the only issue with the tube, is it's just too easy to kind of squirt out a little bit more than you need. But honestly, I probably will not make it through this entire tube because I think I'd be like 80 years old before I finish this. But again, this is also on the Beautyhabit website if you're interested. Some other things that I really like that they have on there, they have some of the Surratt products. So their eyeshadows and blushes I've tried, those are very nice. I also use their brow pencil. So this is a Surratt Expressioniste brow pencil, and I use this a lot. This is actually the color Blonde, but but it matches other pencils I have in more of a taupe color. So if you can see that, it's, you know, it's really more of a light brown. And I like this pencil because this is refillable. So you get by the little insert. So I actually bought the Surratt holder separately from the insert. And I actually purchased these from Sephora, but I believe they're also on the Beautyhabit website. Not sure if they have all of the colors still available. But you have the insert in there. You just, you know, twist it up. And then at the other end, you have a little spoolie. So for my brows, I use this and pencil in a little bit because I do have some sparse areas. And then I go over it with the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. And after I apply that, I use the spoolie either on here or I have like a little spoolie brush from Anastasia of Beverly Hills. And I just, you know, take off any excess there. So that's another favorite product that I have from Surratt that would be included in the sales going on right now. All right, let me think. Is there anything else? I think that's basically it. And I just wanted to make sure if anybody was interested in the Chantecaille Fall 2019 collection, it is available on Beautyhabit, and there's 20% off right now, which makes it a good deal if it's something that you are looking at purchasing. And again, I really like them. So swatches again, we've got Cheetah, Pangolin, this one is Elephant, and Rhinoceros. And out of all of these, my favorite is Elephant. Partly because of the animal, but also I just think it's a very wearable color for pretty much anybody, and I love these taupey colors. If you take a look at the profile picture I have on YouTube, okay, where I've got my eyes closed, that was actually taken prior to, you know, deciding to start a YouTube channel, and I had just purchased the shade Elephant, and I was actually taking a picture to send it to my mother to show her, you know, the eyeshadow, because I had talked so much about how much I really wanted to purchase it and it had gone out of stock. And so when I finally got it, you know, I texted her a picture so she could see what it looked like. So again, that is my favorite. My favorite eyeliner is Olive Brocade. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave me something below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I can't wait to see you again in my next video. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great weekend.